Recording. Hi there, it's Martin and Nick, and we are doing a condition assessment of Pendleway, and this one is in M27 So it's in two halves, as it were, because I'm on holiday, yay, working. So I'm going to do the condition stuff. Then Martin is going to record another video separately where he goes into capital growth and location and comparables. Anyway, let's get into this. So the property looks to me like early 80s, I would say. Do you have the
issue that they don't have data, but should be between 50 and 70s.
Yeah, it seems to me like slightly late 70s, because peak of 70s, they had a very different style to properties. This is a modern kitchen as far as I can see, but we're going to have a look at all of the view.
Can you share your screen?
Oh, sorry, thanks. Ding dong. Okay, there we go. Right, so the Vuber, we just go through all of the estate agency stuff first, and then we get into the Vuber stuff. The property looks to me like 1980s, early 80s, late 70s, I would say, but I'm erring towards 80s for a few reasons. The style, the window frames, and generally the style. So I may be totally wrong, but also the other part of this is the bricks, good bricks in this property. And it's got a lot of land and it's quite big. In fact, it's very big. So this is good all together because it's an unusually spacious property. However, Martin, when you're doing your assessment, can you have a look at comparable floor plans?
Yeah.
What does EPC say about it?
Yeah, it has floor plan. It's 75 meters square. It looks large, but it's not that large. It's
right,
just
okay,
good
so
made.
it's the people doing the plans have got that wrong. Okay, well, it's still a decent size. And so they say 1029. So what they actually mean is they got their measurements wrong, and EPC is generally more reliable. But
yeah,
also
75.
you've got a property beside it, so you should be able to see whether the one beside it is okay. Now, let's have a look at the...
And you have solar panels on the rooftops, which is always nice to see.
Yeah, I noticed that. That is interesting. It's good.
Yeah, that's around 10,000, so that's really nice.
It's a nice benefit, basically. Now, let's have a look at the detail, because it's all in the detail. And let's see. So this all looks very clean and tidy, as in straight walls, no real issues, like the skirting looks good. It just seems to me to be a very tidy property overall. Right, we'll have a look at all of that in a second when we look at the backdrop to the property.
They said that it has cracks on the walls, especially at the back.
Right, okay, well,
there are sinuous dump behind the large radiator.
Right, okay. Lovely backyard, and you've got a nice double garage, but it's all meaningless if there's a giant crack down the back of the building. And again, this looks really clean. The carpets look like they're like 15 years old or something, but overall, this is very 1980s to me. So it's either an old house that's been just absolutely gutted out and redone, but my guess is it's 1980s. It's also got these pressed doors, which are a very 1980s thing. They began to be manufactured back then. And also the coving, which is just classic kind of coving.
I think it needs a new kitchen.
Well, it is a new kitchen. Are you saying it needs a new kitchen? What's that, Martin?
Yeah, it needs a new kitchen. I think.
You say that, but actually I think it's just the style.
Yeah.
That boiler, I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So this is all quite nice.
Yeah.
It looks like a gas fire, by the way.
Yeah, the colors are not nice in the house. The outer everything looks okay. I will change the
This
carpet.
kind of carpet is so 80s. I like this house a lot so far. It looks very tidy. And what I'm looking for are just the walls, how smooth they are, how smooth everything is, and the fundamentals, essentially, whether there's damp. So far, I haven't seen any. It's got thermostatic controllers, which is good. Okay. Okay, well, the question is, why is there a big crack there? And where is that crack? It's above the lintel. So I assume
it's on the back, right on the comments. Can you read the comments from viewer? I have them open.
Yeah.
If you want, I can share my screen.
Just well, let me have a look at the. Bear with me whilst I check the.
They have some cracks on the wall, especially at the back. There are signs of a damp behind the lodge radiator and above the front bedroom window.
Okay, here we are.
And maybe because the windows are too.
I wonder if that must be a concrete lintel. I can't imagine it's not. It may just be. Okay, there's something there. There's a stepped crack above that window. And there's another one there. Yeah, this is lintel issues. So this is an odd thing. So they basically built this oddly. Generally speaking, the way it goes is you have a lintel here, it runs all the way across, and that takes the load from the window, from the wall. But in this case, you've got this lintel, which is probably wood, and it's compressed. Well, you can actually see the compression here because you can see the paint kind of squidging here, and that squidged down and caused this problem.
Correct.
So, and by the way, when Martin says things like correct, that's because he's a qualified surveyor and he actually knows what he's talking about. So much more than I do when it comes to these structural things. And you can see the stepped crack here. Okay, well, that's a disappointment because overall it's a really nice house, except for this stuff.
But I don't know how much it will cost to fix that.
Well,
but you don't have to. No, but it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it's especially serious. So the reason I say that is because if the foundations of the building were subsiding, then I'd be really nervous. But actually, this is just a mistake on build, and it's not a huge job to fix it. It's got some risk because if you, I'll find the picture again. If you take out the window, do the brickwork, there is a risk of the back wall collapsing, obviously. And you'd have to do I think it's two windows that have failed here. But the good thing is it'll frighten a lot of people off, which is less competition.
The issue is that all the houses around are built in this way.
Yeah.
It's not the only one house. So I don't think, and I didn't see any other house to fix this. I'm looking the front because of the front of the houses in the same street. They are the same. Basically, the windows are not made exactly as they should be. I don't know why is this, but I see a lot of solar panels on a lot of houses. There is a lot of extension, and I see one person did a lot of extension and he didn't change the windows. He made the same way, the windows, and this is strange.
Yeah, okay, so overall, I think that it is, okay, let's just have a look at the video, because actually I kind of have an opinion, and I'll finalize it. Well, we will finalize it because Martin knows a lot about structural. That looks like a stair lift to me. So is this elderly people downsizing, or is it probate, I wonder?
I think I will change the brown doors. I will change the carpets.
Yeah, it needs a general modernizing.
Or painting the doors, depends. But I will change.
Yeah. Overall, though, it's very tidy. That's a nice shower, nice lavatory, nice bathroom, good tiling throughout. Might not be to everyone's taste, but for renting, it's perfectly good. The general interior is very clean.
Yeah, and when I was doing the renovation, I assumed that this property will be really bad. Basically, it's not.
Yeah.
I assumed 12,000. It will be 5-6.
Well, 5-6, excluding the issue with the lintels.
Yeah. But I think the issue doesn't need to be fixed now, because I don't see any properties in the same street that they did something to the windows. So it's not possible only.
One of the benefits of this house is it has so much land, which is a good thing. And also, this is very clean and tidy.
Yeah, but I will change them. I'll put same type of carpet, same color at least.
Yeah.
More modernized.
Needs a general update.
Yeah, this room is small, but it's okay, still okay.
It's these cracks that I worry about a little bit. I don't think it's a huge issue. As I said before, if you have subsidence which is triggered because the foundations are subsiding, then you have to underpin foundations, and that's a big job. And
I don't see like any issue like coal mining issue around. So it have, but they are far away. So I don't think so that it will have some issue. So
I like this house a lot, but I don't like the cracks in the back. I think the remedy is very simple. You put a concrete lintel in above the window, and then job done. And if you make sure that the contract is insured properly, so that if the back of the house does collapse, you've got recourse, then it's fine.
No, it will not.
It won't collapse because it's such a small area. In fact, you could take the whole window out and nothing much will happen. Like a few bricks will come out, but that'll be about it, I think. But you can never you just have to be careful. So this is the kind of job that Joe would do, because he likes these kind of things.
But I will not touch it now because it's not an issue, big issue.
Yes, I think you're right. You can probably patch it up and hope for the best.
That's because look, all the houses around are the same. They don't did anything around.
Yeah.
So if there is some issue, but at least one house will be done. I didn't see one house to change the windows.
Yeah. Aside from that, it's in good order. The damp is a funny one because you would think the whole thing would be damp proofed correctly, being a relatively modern house. But it seems not. But it's such a minor area of damp. Honestly, I wouldn't even bother treating it. I would just clean up the mold and make sure it's ventilated properly, and then it'll be okay.
Yeah, and the roof said that this is nice.
The fascia, good.
Yeah, it's tiles with some moss. That looks okay. That's Viewer report. So I'm not worried about the house. Anyway, the surveyor, the surveyor will be done report, we will see exactly what is going on. But I don't think that there is an issue, a big serious issue. It's an issue, but so I will just go over the location EPC. And so basically what I was looking, because all these houses are the same. So I started from this. For example, this person made extension, and you can see he made it the same way, same windows. And I see all the houses are the same.
See, the upper windows are fine because they have less weight, because you've got the is it the purlin, the basically the big piece of wood that the joists sit on, and that spreads that weight around. So it's not a problem there. It's just these lower windows which have been affected by the weight of the bread.
But you can see it's the same.
Yeah, they're all the same, aren't they?
Yeah, I checked. This depends. Some have like a little extension in the front, like this property, but this doesn't have, and you can see the renovate. So, and it looks totally fine.
See, from a renting point of view, this house could be very attractive, because that solar panel means that whoever lives there needs to spend an awful lot less on electricity.
Yeah. 75.
And therefore, when you factor in the cost of energy, it makes it a very interesting proposition.
Yeah.
Overall,
the location.
So Martin, I'll leave you to it then, or if you have time.
Yeah, I have 5 minutes more. So
Okay.
I just wanted to add that the location is really nice. It's really close to Swinton train station. And you have a lot of green space. You have like a park behind, which is, but you can see it's a little bit slippery. So it's safety. So my point of view, and you can see it's close to train station. You have a lot of markets over there, so it's really close. You have green space. You're really also closer to Manchester. It's 15 minutes. And I want to add that there is no it's surface water, low risk. River and the sea, very low risk. So reservoir and the sea, very low risk. So for the minings, the property is here, and the minings are far. These two are far away, and I found them on the map. One is here in the commercial, and another is here, somewhere in the entrance of the park or green space. So basically, it's safety based on flood and coal mining. So when we go to the comparables, this property will fly in rent. But
so if those cracks are tidied up, mortared in, and cleaned up on the interior, and you make sure that wooden lintel thing above the window isn't rotted, then it's good for now.
Yeah, I think it will rent for 950. Yeah, as I said, maybe one more, maybe 975. But let's say on for sale, just 190, 240, 175. You have different price, 200. I think the real price is 210 maximum, but I will not offer more. So my suggestion, but if you can take it for 200, just paint, decorate, new carpets, fix some doors, paint or change. I will not touch the cracks, only if it's a serious, and then we will know more about it after survey report. So I think if you take it for 200, let's say, and 205 and 5K for renovation, so that's 950 by 12, 210, that will give you 5.4 yield, but the location is like really like, I will give 4.3, 4.5 in the score. You will see the demographics is also nice, crime is low. Nick will speak about this. So
yeah, all right, so sorry, I'm faffing with my phone because I'm not on my usual computer. Everything is do this.
Can you share your screen for the?
Yeah.
Because if I close the call, the record will stop.
Could you open up the map, because if I try, everything's just going to die. I've got the property scoring spreadsheet out, but I don't have the Cabana map.
I'm opening. So I want to add that the location, as I said, the location is really nice. I'm opening the map. The location is really nice. I really like it. It's really central, and Swinton is like really like a famous place. Sorry about this. And I want to set. I'm just opening my map. Well, screen. So
Sorry about the boring part. Okay. Whilst you're doing that, I'll just talk about condition a little bit more. Yeah, I think it's a fundamentally very nice house. Okay, thank you for that. All right.
I will just zoom in a little bit, so you can see.
Yeah.
This is the capital growth. You can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the growth looking like? And
you see?
I do. I just need to make this bigger so I can see it better. Can you scroll to the top of that block? Yeah,
No,
that's fine. That's fine. I can see. Yeah, they were. Okay. Well,
capital growth 3 years is really strong. From 2013 to 2000, it's really strong. It from 2008 to 2021 is also strong, which is so really nice. It didn't drop a lot. 25%.
Yeah, but so the ratio is you've got the capital growth from X to Y, 47% real terms, and then in real terms it declined 25%, is it?
Yeah.
And so you divide one into the other, so it's like half. So in other words, 25%, 25 multiplied by 2. So it grew, and it declined. But basically it ended up retracing, but didn't go below that. So that's okay. What that means is that likelihood is in this crash coming that it would hold its value, at least. And certainly nominally, it would hold its value, which is a good thing. And then, it'll just creep up over time. So what else can we see? A lot of churn, well, quite a lot of churn going on here. But also, there's general strong growth. As ever, the only issue is that when you look at the growth numbers and you got a lot of local authority housing, then it means that a lot of those are getting sold off, which distorts the capital growth numbers because they get sold at a discount and then resold to the market at a big.
I just want to
anyway,
see something.
How much? Yeah, just on yields and comparables and stuff.
Yeah, I want to zoom in for the crime and demographics. Demographics are nice. Crime is, as I remember, it was low, but just
demographics will be good because this is a relatively modern place. So what's the average age there? 40. Yeah, so with that, it's just kind of middle-aged
42.
area basically with some families.
35, depends where. Yeah, but you can see that it's only here 6 crimes, 2 crimes, 10 crimes on all this area. But this is also you can see this is also including the crime what's happened here in commercial, which is not an industrial place, so it's not crimey. And plus it's park here, so that's normal near the park to have more, like 17. But nothing. I think the crime is okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good area. It's just it's good.
Yeah,
there's nothing.
Yeah, for comparables, as you can see, same type of property, 200. They're asking 175. Let's check. I just want to check if we can see the photos from outside, but I'm not sure that we can.
Yeah, that's very tidy. The property that we'd be looking at is actually a new kitchen, but it's got the handles that you kind of got in the 70s, with a grooved door on the cupboard, and you stick your finger in. So
look, it has some issue here.
But it is a modern kitchen.
Yeah, you can see that they have the same type of windows. I mean, and this is 200.
Yes, this is probably a comparable. The thing about this house, though, the specimen house, that we're looking at is it's got
Yeah,
the
look,
it's got the
it's same.
garage land.
It's same.
Yep.
Same windows. So I don't think that's why I don't think that there is an issue with the windows.
Yeah, well, it'll put some people off, which is probably good.
Yeah. So
my feeling is I would go all in on this.
Yeah.
To use a phrase.
Yeah.
My video isn't showing. Hang on, let's see if...
It's okay. Can you share your screen and give a score?
Yeah, let's do that. So I'll try sharing this video, see if this works. There you go.
Yes.
Hi. Okay, and let's do this scores on the doors. All right.
The capital growth, demographic, crime, everything is good. So
my thing on the doors here. Okay, I'll make it bigger so you can see it. I'll make it smaller so you can see it. There. Okay, this one, condition, oddly enough, it's in quite good condition.
expect the windows, but I don't.
So yeah, I'm going to give it a 3.5 on condition.
Yeah, just because.
Got its problems. Location, Martin?
It's really nice for the 3.
Area?
Yeah, it's nice. 4.5. The area is better than the exact location of the house. Just because.
So close to Manchester, isn't it?
Yeah, and transport and shops and capital crime is okay for.
Demographics are good.
Yeah.
Capital growth?
4.5.
Yeah, it's very strong. Sell time, it'll sell
Yeah, it will
quick.
sell. Yeah, it will sell.
But you know, what we don't know is the effect of these cracks on the
and it's good that yesterday we booked a viewing and today we have a viewing, so we will be first. So if we act fast, we will have a lot of chance to take this, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
So
well,
yield.
I'll talk about that in a minute because I did speak to the agent earlier about this property. And yield?
It's 5.6, 5.5 with all the renovation including. But for this property is nice for. Yeah.
And what's the score? Come on.
I think you need the price. You didn't change. You need to unhide.
I thought I'd actually added that in. No, I didn't.
Yeah, the price.
This is a non-score. Just I have to change this. Okay, there we go. And that's a 4.17, which is actually quite high.
Yeah.
As scores go, that's good. So overall,
my maximum offer 210, because after the yield will drop. But if we can take it for 200, that's really nice. It will be really, it will really work. 205, let's say, it will really works.
It's got the land. That's the thing about this property. It's decent size. It's got all that space, like a big backyard where you could put in a great big extension if you wanted to. And you've got that garage, which is a gas. And it's a fundamentally well-built house. It's just
it's 12 meters. The garden is 12 meters backyard long.
It's got those nice bricks and all that.
And 9 meters.
Okay, so in conclusion then, on my front, I spoke to the agent before this call just because I wanted to get
solar rooftop, which is 10K.
Yeah, this is a huge plus. This is worth, it's not worth 10K.
Yeah, but
it's worth another 6K, I would say.
Yeah, at least.
It's such a big add-on for the tenant. They would love that. Because they pay the energy bills. So if you had that, you could actually raise the rents a little bit.
Yeah,
for that.
But 950 will be the minimum. So, and the what I noticed, the streets is nice, cars are nice. You don't have there. What is noticed that there is not a lot of cars around, but the cars are decent. They're nice, and it's really central. So I think it's really nice. Plus you have garage. Some people have garage, which is also they park the cars there. So really nice. I like it a lot.
Speaking with the agent, and I do too, and also the scoring says it's good as well because it's above 4, which is a good score. Speaking with the agent anyway, they have had 10 viewings. They've got 1 offer so far. They've got another 2 offers, they say, that are coming in. I think people are a bit scared of the cracks on the back. and that's probably quite a good thing. And then we're into the question about what is the right offer to make if you want to offer.
I think 200.
The issue with going
Two-
all in inverted commas is that you end up potentially being wasteful, and that's not good. But I think a good way of thinking about this is accept that you would spend £6,000 on redecoration and another £4,000 on minor structural if you had to. And then you have the benefit of the solar panel, and yeah. So I don't know. It's difficult to read. I will, if you want to offer, I'll speak to the agent tomorrow morning and just get my bearings. But of course, it'll be early in the morning for you, and therefore you'll be asleep. So I think the best thing to do is give us some numbers to work with if you want to offer, and then I can do my thing and kind of go from there.
Yep.
What do you think a maximum viable offer is, Martin?
210. That's on asking 190. Because after, I'm afraid to offer more, because after the validation for mortgage, if it comes down, it will be an issue. So that's why.
Yeah. What you don't know is whether there's going to be aggravation over the cracked walls in the back with mortgages.
Yeah, I think 210 is the maximum. Yeah, to not like just, and also to not overpay, because you have properties on the market from 175 to 200 all around. But most of them they are 190, 175, 200.
There is an argument. There is an argument where if you say you'll offer high and you're offering on finance and you're offering with a fixed rate interest, which I think is quite important, because I expect there will be increased interest costs in the future just because of ridiculous inflation due to supply side issues. But as you know, I don't think there's going to be massively high interest. But anyway, if you're getting it on finance and you're prepared to offer higher, then cool. Then if there's an issue with the mortgage because of the structural stuff and you're in a position to buy for cash, then you can just chip the price down if you have to, which is one of the benefits of having enough cash around as a strong buyer to kind of play these games. So that's what I would do.
I agree.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.